good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We're so happy to have all of you with us today. And now I need to introduce our beautiful Aranya. So our next trainer has been one of the instrumental pillar behind the remarkable growth of Opulence Global in Thailand. I love Thailand. I've never been there. Before joining Opulence Global, Aditu Aranya had no experience in network marketing. In November 2021, she was introduced to Fountain of Life, a decision that transformed her perspective and opened the door to a mission of helping others achieve better health and greater financial opportunity. Beyond building the business, Aranya has faithfully served the company by translating important corporate documents and interpreting for executives during their visit to the Thailand and Laos market. Her ability to bridge language and culture has played a significant role in supporting the company expansion in the region. She believed that the language connects people, culture, and opportunity, and she continued to use her gift to advance the vision of Opulence Global. Please join me in giving a warming welcome to one of the Thailand outstanding leader and trainer lifestyle director, Aranya. We're so
Hi
happy
there.
to have you here, and we're
Thank you
so
very much.
grateful. This is our second time I see you.
Okay. Thank you, Nora. That's very kind of you for
No problem.
your introduction. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day to all my Opulence family. I'm Aranya Kamalobon, and our beautiful host managed my name very nice and correct. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really good. Okay. All
Thank
right then. It's on the dot. So I will start our training on the third part already. Shall we? All right. I
Oh,
will
yeah.
share.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Let me
Thank
share
you.
my screen. Great. Now, believe that once we start, right, we had part one and part two already, and this is part three. Okay. The next 30 days action plan. We come to the real action now. What to do next, right? Your next 30 days is to establish your daily method of operation, right? Because we start to work and then you'll be sitting and wondering, what am I going to do next? But who could help me step by step? There is a laid out procedures that is very clear, and that would bring you like to the path that you can walk with us, follow what our CEO have already started and laid down for us. This is the incorporate this income generating activities because notice I personally noticed that every day I am so busy. True, right? Though I don't work because I've retired, right? So I don't have a real work anymore. What I do is more of charities. And I get so busy every day involved with this group, that group, everyone, and everything I do. People and friends always say that you are so busy. However, if you step back and check whether all the activities that you are doing, are they generating any income for you? Wow. Then I realized that no, not really. However, I love what I do, right? Because I like giving helping hand to people. I like doing service to elderly group, this and that, everything that I do. So what I start after I learned your next 30 days, after I learned what our CEO Ramin Mesgarlou gave us, I realized that these two can be combined, right? All the activities that I do, it can be a combination that I can have some income generating as well. So let's have a look at this. That is the forensic activities tracking system, which we call it DMO. Here it comes. Create your work schedule for your opulence business. Fill this form below with your sponsor. Don't do it alone, right? You get them or the person who introduced you to this business to sit down because everyone joined the business. You want something out of it. You either, we all have different needs, right? But what comes with it is some money, all right? So get the person, your sponsor, to sit down with you. And then days of the week, there's this page, what to do, maybe morning, lunch, afternoon, evening, and all these 7 days a week. This can be done easily and comfortably. You don't really have to press yourself hard because when you see at the time, you might fit this in your schedule, right? You don't have to scratch your head and say, what am I going to do? Here comes. What you do then is the first one is what you would like to see or find is someone to connect because our business is to connect with people, is a connection that you are building, right? What you normally talk to people, you go and say hello to them, welcome them, thank your team. Those that are already your partner, that maybe you've been introducing them, you had brought them into this business. Don't forget, thank them. Right? So when you thank them, the person you check in with them, maybe make a call. Hello, how are you doing? You know what? Really, thank you very much for joining our team or welcome the team for someone new, prospect that, and make appointment. You like to do that because what happened is people, once they come in to become your partner under maybe your team, then they would like to know, right? They like to know what next. Right. So when there is what next, make an appointment. Shall we, would you be able to meet with me at this time today, tomorrow? Make it quick because when you join, when you spend some money to buy the package, join, launch your e-mall, what happened is they will be looking through, sitting there, wondering, what next? What do I do? Right? Therefore, number two, follow the script. You need to talk to the person. Sometimes if you are new and if you don't think, how am I going to go about this one, wondering, go into the back office. There will be a section and also even in your welcome kit, right? There will be, I'm looking back because I have a welcome kit next to me right at my back. And then there's a paper there, the note saying the script, what you can do. You don't have to strictly follow, but you will at least use that as a guideline. Now, that's step two. So then step three, someone to present to. Do the presentation, you use your tour presentation, like I said. If you are pretty new, right? Or if you have not done the presentation before, but you've been listening and you have seen someone or your My Five or the person who sponsor you in, you know that the person can do it very nicely and very interesting that, even when you look at the person doing your presentation right in front of you, you find that wow, that was so good. Invite the person, your sponsor or your My Five to help you. Okay. And then you look at what they do. I would suggest do not jump in and do it yourself right away because if you do that by yourself and start it, you can try. However, don't try to someone who are very new. They would get confusing and then you might lose the person because you might lose your interest, right? And then number four, continue with infinite follow up. This kind of business, you just have to follow. You follow up with the person, be that you already have the person as our partner, or you still talking to the person, introduced what we are doing, and the person said, "Oh, thank you. I don't have time at the moment, or I cannot." Whatever that they decline, that means they might not be interested yet. Then you can simply ask, right? How about, do you know anybody? Get a referral. Do you know anybody who might need this? For example, fountain of life. The person might say that, oh, okay, I listen to you. This is an antioxidant but I'm on something else. I'm taking this and that, and then I kind of, then they decline you. Don't get so frightened. Don't get so discouraged. But then ask, oh, how about if you know anyone who is probably suffering from this kind of symptoms or ache, bone, whatever symptom that we know Fountain of Life can help, right? Then get a referral. Yes, and then you will get the next customer, next prospect, right? Then after that's a cycle, duplicate. Right. Now you go back to number one, number two, number three, and number four, then duplicate. That is our business, right? Then who, number one, you might go back and say, someone to connect. This the plan to build your prospect and customer list. Remember, if you ever listen to our CEO Ramin or be that LD for Ifra Hassan or LD for Rene Liao, he would always talk about get your list. If we are doing MLM business, the most important is people to connect. And where do you get the list from? Oh boy, when they ask us to have a check in your phone, everyone got the smartphone, right? And then we say that, oh my God, the list of the people that you are contacting or you have not been contacted for a long time, at least 500 people in there. So building the strong prospect and customer is essential for us because it confirms is the guarantee the growth and sustainability for us, right? Therefore, don't also just based on those people that you have had been contacted with. Get some new people. That would be to define your target customer. Let's have a look at who are your customer. Make the connection, get your list done. Use the memory jogger to help you create. Let's have a look. Check your phone is a lot, right? People like, for example, VIP list, these people you cannot miss. You must get them on the very important, is on their VIP list. Previous networking contacts. Because there's a lot of MLM or networking marketing in your country, in your town, in the neighborhood, right? Get their list. The name why? Because they normally come and contacted you before, and then they'll give us the contact list of the telephone numbers. You have them, right? They talked to us before. Now it's time for us to tell them, give them some opportunity. They might like because some of them whom I know, what happened is when they listen and they learned about our plant, our complant, our products, and so on, they go, wow, excited, right? They got excited. Some of them even change. You never know. So they are on the VIP list. Continue to qualify family and friends. Cannot miss. They are important. They have to be our customer and advertising leads, right? These people, they would be on our VIP list. And also those people who is your accountant, bank officer, carpet cleaner, hairstylist, da, 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 da. You can go down the list. Mechanic, if you get the car for service, if you have the photographer for like your wedding or your whatever things, travel agent, when you buy ticket, these people are on your list already. So continue, there are more. Who was your service buddy? If you had been in the service, right? And you left each other for years, but you still have contact, right? So therefore, see, it's not difficult to get the people on your list. Just have to go back, revisit, correct? And then used to be your teacher or professor, someone you went to school with, someone who own a restaurant that you normally go and eat. Every time you go, and then when they see you, what happened? They welcome you, they say hello, you become friend even, right? You get to know each other much like deeper, and then they even remember what is your favorite dishes. See, all these people, more than that, someone who like, always come around, and people who are in the local chamber of commerce. This is important. You know why? For example, my town, right? My hometown where I live, we have the local chamber of commerce, and these people, they're successful businessmen, and even like some younger and but growing, on their path, right? They are pretty aging. They are well off. So I'm sorry to use the word, but they probably have like too much overweight. Okay. Or then they become like aching here, bone aching, shoulder aching, this and that. They need help. Get them on the list. Even some people are very fashionista, right? And get them on the list because they have different needs, right? Make connection, continue with your list. Use the following memory jogger who live next door. This one you can't miss out. Living next door, you become friends. Normally, you talk to each other morning and evening. I tell you why. When you walk by, they even notice, oh, your hair's different. Oh, your jewelry's beautiful. Oh, this and that. Your ring beautiful, your watch, so on and so forth. They will compliment you, right? We continue with this in details. I will talk about all these items on these jewelries that you are wearing, right? Then your bridesmaids, your maid of honor, your best man, on and on and on. Who is related to you? For example, your family members, sister, brothers, cousins. Then, wow, you see, when we talk about the list, is endless, right? And those who sold you your home, you bought a TV from them because this will be not just one go in and buy and come out. They have to talk to you, you have to talk to them. Then you become even like more acquainted, right? You become friends. All right. Now, these are the people, and that you have to come back and get services from them. For example, you buy a boat, you buy a car, you buy a computer or any kind of furniture, even glasses. I become friends with the lady who prescribed my, make my reading glasses and so on. Let's continue. Now the list goes on. Then after we are ready, you have your customer list. You have to continue looking and find. This is very important. Must remember, okay? You look for the customer's why. The why normally what? Normally is the pain points. It's the motivation. It's something that people would have a reason to go for, right? The pain point, you have to identify challenges or desires that your opulence products or business opportunity can help, can address for the person. Remember, use to resonate with your audience. For example, let me share with you this. I have spoken to someone that I know pretty well, the lady, my hairdresser. Okay, what happened is, yes, I'm sorry to say, but she overweight because she said she enjoys eating. And then every day she sit down doing nails for customers. She stand and do this, and she doesn't have time. This is what she claimed. She doesn't have time to exercise. What happened then? Her pain point is she got like standing a lot with the weight that grow like more every day. She has like pain in around the ankles and the knees pain, so on. I got an opportunity because then I talk, because when you sit down, you have your hair dresser working on your hair. What happened? You have plenty of time, right? So therefore I talk to her, then we share, then we talk, and what I normally do, I bring this up and I place it right in front of me. I simply take it. She asked, what are you taking? Or this and that, so on. Then I ask her, try. I let people try. Of course, I will not put in her mouth, but I let them try. People are a bit skeptical. If you get someone who offer you something to eat to put in your mouth, unless you know each other, right? Now she is our customer. Okay, and then ask if they have considered working from home. This one would help with, for example, as a second job or a second income, right? For a husband work and the wife is looking after the children, the kids at home, because That would be great. Okay, this is an opportunity. Right. And then turn single product customer into the multi-products household. For example, someone like motivated by convenience, they don't go because what customers say when they make decision or take action, like for the product and service, right? Sometimes people have to go to the market, or sometimes they have to go to the mall to buy just simply like what do you call that? They drive far to buy an outlet. Okay, for example, the Costco in the US. In Thailand, there'll be Lotus or something. Then the shopping, excuse me, when you go for these places, they buy things in bulk because it helps save some cost. Then you can give them suggestion. These household items, be that we have the, toothbrush, we have the hair accessory. The cycle revolution, everything that you can use this as a topic, and it's really gonna help. Now, define your target customer depending on the demographic, right? Understand your key characteristic, their age group, their gender, their income level, the location where they are, their interest, and then you tailor the products to your audience. Remember, our business is to connect with people. You define them by after you talking to them, you build a relationship. You don't simply go and buy an offer to sell items. You're not going to get anything, right? So get their needs, have a look at their interest, look at them group them in the demographic in your mind. Okay, don't go and say, you are in my group of gender. No, but not, I'm just joking. For example, there are younger group of people, they are having like moderate income. Then you know that you promote, for example, Porsche for the fashion, right? If they are more mature, if they are in the higher income group, which I have quite a number of them here, highlight furry mosh. For example, the ring, my watch, when I'm wearing this, you know what? They ask. All right. They ask and then they say, oh, they compliment it. Oh, that's beautiful. Then I have an opportunity to start conversation. Okay. And then lifestyle. Align your value and buying behaviors, right? For example, furry microsilver, people who look after their health, teeth and gum. Some of them say, oh, I have toothache, I have this and that. I do, and we have tried that and it worked. People who get like gum bleeding and things like that, you simply show them what we have, the product. Let them try explain to them the toothbrush that, I beg your pardon, toothpaste that come with microsilver. It helps, right? Slow down, Aranya. Okay. The reason is that sometimes when I get excited, I talk too fast and now mumbling. So microsilver, the furry microsilver toothpaste, right? Tell them, you can even tell them that it's also safe because we don't have any fluoride. You can have a conversation on that. And for those need divine, because for those who exercise too much and they get the body aching and pain, use this, tell them it worked. And then furry mosh, perfect for someone with style, someone who compliment your jewelry. Go for that. And then you also can compliment them. If they don't compliment us, you compliment them, you ask them. I remember Daniela at, one time she shared with us when she traveled to work in the bus. She sat next to the lady and then she complimented the lady's jewelry and then they start the conversation. Those kind of things, right? Community engagement activists. Wow, we do have those people. Highlight what Opulence cares, right? Because our CEO and SVP Sanas talk all the time that we had help. We gave some like charities work. We gave a lot of things to the charities, even like worldwide, international as well. All right, hot shot list. Now, all I have spoken, it comes down to this. Look for your 7. What are the 7? Read this list, okay? They are the people who are the most similar to you. Someone who think like you, someone who act like you, someone who have the same work ethics like you, someone who have determination, someone who love to change, someone who always go that would never stop going until, they don't give up, they don't stop until they have achieved change, right? These are someone, when you look at them, when you look on the side, you see that this is people come like with, wow, this person, I see myself in them. Those are the people that you need to look for. Engage with your target customer. Engage. I said it all the time that you remember the conversation would lead to action, right? So get to create get them to talk, get them to speak more, get them to ask questions. So when you do that, there are some meaningful discussion. And this leads, okay, to the VIP shopper. You might be surprised. They got so interested that they said, I would like to try. Okay. Or they even become a brand partner. You never know who you bump into, or this person will become what for us later, right? Some starters lines. Do you enjoy bulk shopping with massive discounts? Or how would you feel about tax-free shopping? Well, some people really think that if I can save it on the tax, right, I would go for it. Or what I always used is, are you dealing with pain? You need divine. Or suffering from certain health condition. This one we use a lot in our country, like Thailand and Laos, because we start the products that we know, right? And then those are the kind of conversation. Or what the script being suggested to us is curiosity based. You might have a look at this. Hi, Anne, for example, I came across an amazing opportunity that combines financial freedoms with luxury living. It is exactly the kind of next level lifestyle that we like, right? This will be a good start conversation or script for someone who always go with you. Maybe we enjoy afternoon tea, we enjoy window shopping, we enjoy shopping, these kind of things. Then we can talk about this. This is something new, and it could be a life-changing. Someone who at my age or my group, we enjoy this, right? And then I can introduce them. Would you like to have a quick look at this? I can share, right? Make this, the approach tips is make sure is a friendly one, is a warm and inviting. Keep it short and personal, right? Use the person name, use for person first name. Why? Because it's always is a tip that when you use the person first name, you feel good. It touch your heart, right? The person know that you care. You don't go, hey, you know what, this and that. No, you simply go, hi, Anne, hi, Aranya, on and on. Then it become more personal, okay? Number 2, build a curiosity. Make it about them. Focus on the financial freedom if you know that the person need that. Focus on luxury. If you have a friends who are always like come out from the house looking beautiful, looking like filled up with jewelries, never leave home without lipsticks, those are the people. Or exclusivity, right? Spark their interest without revealing too much. Tell them a little bit, okay? Number 3, if you start an effective communication, end always with a question that is easy to go yes or no, right? Never mind. Of course, we're looking for yes. Offer the prospect two specific options for meeting times. Tell them, give them, like offer the prospect two specific option means that tell the date and the time. Would Tuesday night good or Saturday afternoon is better for you? Then they will explain and they will reply. They will say right away. They cannot say yes or no, right? This one, they have to say, both day I'm busy. Then you can continue, follow up and say, never mind then, maybe give me a call or I'll call you tomorrow, see if the next day that we can meet. Right. And then someone to present to. This one, what to do? Tell your story. People would like to know about what you are doing and how come you come into this business. What is your pathway? But they don't want to hear too much. You would lose their interest, right? So they like to hear from you. Create this 2 minute story. The 2 minute story will continue with this. You must have what inside is one, when, why, who, and the product testimonial, right? When do you launch this business? You tell them exactly why. Why did you start this business, right? Tell them because it's money or because it's make the world healthier, or I want to be more healthier. I want to, spend more time with my family. Then I can have like freedoms on my time freedoms. Or who introduced. These three things are important, right? And then you give them the product testimonials, right? All this, yep. And then number 5, the business testimonials as well. For the personal income, for example, like me, I have created my 2 minutes. I love to invite you guys to do your 2 minutes story. Make sure you try to note it down and read it through. Second time, third time, then record yourself in the phone so that you know how exactly that you look like, okay, and how long it takes. Don't let it go too long, okay? These are the example, right? And then do the in-person tour tips. When you have a person-to-person presentation, right? Remember, your prospect are not making a one-time purchase. Try to go get a long-term commitment together. When a prospect see your business tour, they would look for 3 answers. Number 1 is, what is this business? They want to know what's this business. Number 2, what can their business from, what they get out of this, right? How can I benefit from this business? How do I do the business? How can I do it? So these are the 3 important things that you must make sure you give an answer to them, okay? And then it is important to the showcase that you support unity and teamwork before and immediate after they have seen the tour. What happened is they get the 3 answer, but then they want to know is what next? How do I get the support? What is the teamwork and how do I go on from these steps, right? So this one need to be followed after the tour right away. It is vital for your prospect to feel that the unity and the caring in the team right after. Okay, then they can see hope. Right. They are in the business for themselves. Tell them you must make sure they know that the business they do, they don't do it alone. So this is important to let them know. The person or them, they are in the business for themselves, but not by themselves. Okay, they're not alone. They always get help, they get support from the group. All right. Now, one system virtual tour process. Take your prospect to through the Opulence opportunity. Go into the www.opulence.com where you can watch the opportunity tour video. The very interesting, and I love this, is because it is in different languages. There, for example, in Thai, right? You type in and choose the language, and you will see Sana's Human, our SVP, the beautiful SVP Sana's Human, speaks Thai. She speaks Chinese, she speaks Japanese, she speaks all those languages. Open the PowerPoint presentation for in-depth walkthrough or invite them for one of our tour webinars. Because by doing this, you save yourself, number one, you save your time, you save your in case if you are not sure at certain slide, right? You get the webinar to explain the qualities of the qualified presenters will present for you, right? Save us a lot. And then after you do the tour, definitely post-tour, forensic post-tour, turn your excitement into real action, right? Because normally when you come to the tour, people get really excited, the feeling of it, especially if you have people, a lot of people in the room, they get wow, right? And then don't let it go. Don't let it go die down. Fail-proof process to convert your prospect. This is definitely work. So number one, when you bring someone, arrive early. You know why? Because when you come with your prospect, you would build like and trust. Why? You come into the room, introduce them on number two, introduce them to as many of other distributors as possible. You know why? Because when you introduce, how do people feel? They feel that they themselves important. They feel that they themselves matter. And on the other hand, they see you, right? They see you, you know so many people. They know so many, like they see that, oh yeah, this is real. This person, for example, my prospect come with me. So when I introduce, I say hello to other distributors and they recognize me, I recognize them, and I introduce, oh, you know what? Hey, Pataraporn, this is my friend, I wouldn't say that this is my prospect, but I'll say this is my friend. I have Anna. Oh, I'll go Natamon. This is Anna. I like to introduce you. And it feels good. And the person feels, she knows a lot of people. People know her. So she's not fake. She's real, right? And then number three, avoid the back seat. Choose the front row or if it's already occupied, because a lot of people love the front row seats, right? Why? Because, or at least a few front seats, right? Secure the front row. Reason is because it's the feeling that you get from the presenter, the speaker. You are right there. You would get, you would see the point, the interesting things that go around, and also you get the eye contact as well, because the front row normally will get a lot of eye contact from the speaker too, right? Number four, stay in the room with your prospect. Never leave. Don't let them sit there alone, because they always look for you, right? And then number five, arrange with the presenter for your chance opportunity to go up the stage and share. If you can, try that, because you can share the new business testimonial or products testimonial. Number six, head nod, always applaud, always respond. Be responsive, right? And if being asked by the presenter, okay? Number seven, access the room energy. After the tour, normally the energy is very high, right? Start the post-tour process and get the survey in the room with the other prospect right away. Okay. Number eight, welcome the new launches loudly. For example, if the person decided to launch, wow, LAP, or let's welcome LAP, all this for the others to hear. Then people will look and then they feel good, right? Number nine, when leaving the room or leaving the meeting, make an effort to say goodbye. Remember, come in, greet, goodbye when you leave. And the momentum is everything in the post tour. That's why it's important. So the action plan to do after or the post tour is, after the tour, it is important to translate the excitement and the curiosity you have generated in the meaningful next step. Do that right away. Number one, answer the question if the person might have. Number two, offer a promotion. Number three, recommend the okay, now we don't have LADE at the moment, but whatever that come next, right? Fill up the survey on number four and give them a thank you card for joining today. Okay, next is why. just to let you know why post-tour survey is very important, because it helps, right? It opens the conversation, and it is normal, it's natural conversation to understand what resonated most, increase the like and trust, because it touch your feeling. It's already like, wow, the person who come to you or with you normally have their needs hiding inside. And if you ask, they might not talk, but the post-tour, this one survey will help. Provide an easy transition to discuss the next step, right? Because it leads on step by step. Position your as professional and consultative, not as pushy. Because this one, if you notice, if you simply ask a person, so what do you think? Which package would you like to? It's kind of pushy. Then the person might get back, a bit like, back off a little bit. No, it will be asking in the survey. We have a look at the form, and increase closing rate by guiding the prospect towards a decision. Let's have a look at this, the new survey part 1. It said this, decision that shape tomorrow. So now it will ask you step by step. Example number 1, I would like to earn additional income, then the person can write, right? Say yes or no, right? I recognize the advantage of positioning myself in a booming health and wellness market. Then they can see that, yes, nowadays people focus on the health and wellness a lot. For example, Laos, right? Or in Thailand, part of Thailand. And then the products that stand out in quality, then they will think, yeah, it is, agree, right? So yes, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, right? It, like, for example, number 6 said the smartest move I can make is to launch now and position myself as an Opulence Global partner in the ever-growing fashion, beauty, wellness industry. All this will help us. Remember, they will do the talking louder than what you say, and it's more professional. Okay, the new survey part 2. Part 2 will tell us the package price. They will, the purchase discount, how much they will get. These are the benefit that comes with the package. They can decide for themselves. If they look at you, you look and help them go through one by one and spend time with them to say, we will not do this here, right? It is simple. There might be some changes depending on the package that we have at the moment. And then the part 3, the survey part 3, ready to make it happen? This is the one that ends. And this is the time you can close your sales, right? And now, ready to make it happen? Now, in 48 hours, in 7 days, others. However, I tell you what, try to make them go for now. Okay, I would rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. That is J. Paul saying. Okay, forensic promise list. I tell you what, before we continue with this one, the part that we had just completed, okay, the part that we had completed are the steps of how to go about for your first 30 days, where it said the next 30 days is so important. After you listen to me, after you go through the slide with me earlier, I want you to start right away. Grab a pen, paper, and jot down go back and revisit what it is 2 minute stories. If you have not got one, get one, okay? Write up your 2 minute story and try, okay? Before you try, my suggestion is talk to your sponsor. Maybe you can share. Now, we talk about my 5. We talk about the person who can help you, giving you support, right? The my 5, to revisit what it is who they are. They are the people who are successful, who are upline of you. They might not be next to you, right? Next to you or up from your where you are, because those people who introduce you to this business might not be here anymore, right? So don't worry. Talk to someone that you feel comfortable with and the person who are successful or know what they're doing. Okay. Then talk to them, show them the 2 minutes story, and then get suggestion from them. Maybe I should change a little bit, or maybe I amend it a little bit. Not totally change because it has to be your own, right? So therefore, get this and practice. I have tried that, and I've talked to my five, but the one in Thailand. Because if I go so far as like Rene Liao, right, or Amajit, it would take too long, and I would just they have a lot to do. And this 2 minute story is not that difficult. Okay, you can get someone next to you. Do that, please. All right. Now let's continue to for forensic promise list. Direct translation. Okay, it is personal. It is actionable commitment, right? Promise is a promise, something that you got this. You have to do it as something that I promised to myself. Why we say that? Well, we have a word of goal, right? A lot of time as growing up, we have the word that we always say, let's set goal in your life. Set goal in what we are doing. Set goal in your business. A lot of people use the word goal. Goal is good. Okay. I'm not saying that goal is not good. Goal is good. But a lot of time, see, I have the word but. I beg your pardon. I shouldn't use the word but. Goal is good. Sometimes goal you can achieve. Sometimes you have not achieved your goal at all. Has it happened to you? Now, when we say set a promise list, I promise to myself. When you set that, most people will, keep their promise. They will, right? Because promise, ask yourself, how many goals have you set and was achieved? Versus how many promises you made that was kept. Interesting, right? Let's get started and set your promise list. Today, yep, have you promised yourself of what to do? And it's something that you keep and update all the time. You promise to do this, you do it, and then you have another one. You have another one. Okay, here we are. Some reasons for creating your promise list. You can create multiple. I love this. Multiple promise list. One of your business one for your business, one for your life, one for health, right? I promised myself that I'm going to get started with exercising because I need to get back to my exercise routine. For example, I promised that I will go for the yoga class, right? Or this and that. However, when I say my goal is to get myself back into shape, like I put on so much weight, my goal is still sitting there. And if I promise myself that I will go back to my yoga class, that is my promise. Remember, a promise represents your words. While goals are often just wishes, this is really touched me, right? Your business targets will shape the life you lead. And a promise list is personal. You can decide it for yourself and see how it fits you. Yes, we can. Okay. And then here are some reasons for creating your promise list. It is a backup. Okay. I do this. I have my promise because it's a backup for my job insecurity. Because nowadays people get, business collapse, or you are having one job person, right? What happened is if they just uh, let's say that you get fired. All right. And I hate that word. It might not happen, but it could happen, right? And supplement my income. Okay. This is, I promise, it's to supplement my income, to pay my debts, right? To decrease stress and more family time with family, quality time with my families, to have a better home or pay my mortgage faster, right? Or dream car and vacation. That would be my promise list. It's on the wall, okay? I see it every day, okay? I want to go to this place, my vacation. I control my retirement, more saving. Yes, it is. Pay for my children's university tuitions. Help partners. My promise list can be anything, a lot of things, right? And that's why we should create our promise list. Okay. Now, I tell you what, comes to this, ask me a question. If you have anything, don't forget you can type it into our Q&A, right? Q&A box, and then let me return this to my beautiful host. I
Thank,
stopped
thank you.
sharing.
Thank you
Okay.
for
Yes, please.
all your time. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you for all the information. It's amazing. David, let
Melis.
me help you with this.
Okay.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. Look, I
Oh,
just
nice
wanted
to
to
see you. Nice to see you.
get this up and
Please.
running. Where are we?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. Look, great hosting now. But look, I wanted to really acknowledge, not a question, but edify. I just got back from a whirlwind Asia tour,
Mhm.
Bangkok, Manila, Bataan, Singapore. And it's really interesting because I got to speak with Renee, Rico, Aranya, Nat, Amajit for the last 6 months. But to meet them in person, in the flesh, and interact with them and network with them, it was the most amazing experience that I had. Aranya, look, I can't thank you enough. I always thought when we were in Bangkok, there were three of you. Like you were part of three triplets. You were popping up everywhere. You did an amazing job,
Oh,
taking care of everything. And you guys were rocking and rolling like you've never seen before. Nat, she did an amazing job, providing all the accommodation, the transfers, Amajit, Rico, Renee. It was a super, super, super group of people that I had the honor and privilege of working with. And I've not seen this before in any company I've worked with. We speak about the industry. The number one reason people join a direct selling company is community. I
oh yeah.
saw that. It doesn't matter whose line you're in, everyone came together as one. That super yacht, the inspiration that people drew from that, and that connected to the event in the evening. And by the way, from all my experiences, the best karaoke singers anywhere in the industry are in Opulence. The ladies on the stage were singing, I was singing. We just had an amazing time. You know, the lifeblood of the industry is recognition and testimonials. And Aranya, you hit the nail on the head. Okay. When you go to these meetings, I saw that in all the meetings, recognize the people that get up on stage and share their testimony. It takes a lot of courage to do that. And I was very, very impressed. I mentioned Amajit, Rico, Renee. We had so much fun together. But one of the things that we did was at the end of it's call to action. And I did this with the group in Bataan. I checked with Rico and Renee. There's like 120 people in the room. And I said, look, guys, here's a challenge to all of you in the room today. In the next 3 months, if each person in the room could invite 10 people, okay,
Mm.
100 times 10 is 1,000 people. If you tell your story, what you heard tonight, what you heard from all the presenters, share that with at least 10 people. I speak to 10 people every single day. Okay. If you do that over 3 months, we can have another road show and fill the room up with 1,000 people. We can do that. You guys can do that.
That's
So
right.
it's that call to action. And Aranya, when you said the thing about a promise, that resonated with me because affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. We say things, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But until you actually do that, you're deceiving yourself. So, guys, all I can share with you is you've got the greatest leaders that you could possibly want. You got top-notch people. You got a great company, a great vision, 21 years, debt-free, no checks late, and we're going through a second stage of momentum. I saw that on the tour, and we're going to bust this market open. So, Rania, I can't thank you enough for looking after me and all of us on what was an amazing tour, and everybody else that were responsible for making it so special. Amaji, I know you're on the line. I know Rico is. I spoke with Renee this morning, and Nat. What can I say about Nat? I saw the office in Bangkok. I was blown away with it. I really was. So you've got all the attributes you can possibly want to really take this company from good to great. Thank you so much for letting me speak. God bless you all.
Thank
We
you,
love you,
David. Thank you for your
and we
time.
hope to see you all really soon. Go the
happy to
billion.
see you. Thank you, thank you. Aranya, you're lucky, huh? See?
Thank you. Thank you.
David.
Yes,
Thank you,
please.
David. It's my pleasure to have all of you today and tonight. So I want to say thank you for you, my dear. Hopefully you will have a great day and great night for everyone. Thank you for your time. One team, one dream, one system
One
to the
system,
billion.
building,
Building
building
the
the
billion. Building
billion.
the
Yes.
billion.